Yeah. All right.
We're here. Okay, a few seconds, you guys. So do what you want. Weights are in our hands. We've got 2 pounds, 1 pounds are fine too. Heavier, I don't recommend ever, but if you want to bulk up or something like that, you can heavier. All right, so we'll start with our balance, but we're going to also stretch, and we're going to wait while we do our balance stuff. So set them on the floor for now, and we'll use them again in a minute. I don't want to start you out slow. So standing on the mat is going to be harder when we get to our balance. Starting out, we can stay here. Okay, so I think I got a good view today, hopefully. All right, so we're going to do our head and our neck first. Okay, so stand yourself up nice and tall and organized. From the foundation up, all your toes, your heel, lift those arches. Shoulders are nice and down, so if you need to roll them up, back and down, just get them down. We're going to drop our head forward, little wider stance, let it be heavy, and then slowly roll the head up. So I don't want you yanking your head up using the muscles. I want you to try to roll it up because you got those little vertebrae back there, so try to stack them. And we'll go for 2. Take your inhale, pull your belly tight, and roll up on an exhale. And last one, let the head fall first, let it be heavy, and then nice and slow roll it up. We're going to go over to one ear. You pick. I should have had us do weights right here. Sorry, because it would drag your shoulders down. I had planned that, but I didn't do it. Drop the chin toward the chest, roll the chin toward the center of the body between the collarbones and over to the other ear. And remember, as you're rolling, try to keep those shoulders down. And we'll go 2 more. Hopefully this feels really good. I always want to protect my neck, so I find my shoulders start creeping up. So you want to just constantly check in, and we'll go right through center to the other side and come up. Good. All right, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. We'll add that neck to the shoulders. So let's pull the shoulders up to the ears, pull them back down, and bring them forward. So you're just moving in those shoulder joints. We've got some shoulder stuff to do today. So I know I talk about my plans so much with you guys. Most teachers don't do that, but I want you to know why we're doing this. So let's reverse. I always like to tell everyone, there is a plan. I have a plan. And we want to make sure we're protecting those things that we're going to use today. And pull it down. Okay, I'm going to stand just a little sideways this way. You guys don't have to. I want you to see the work here. So you're going to let the chin fall. We're going to bring the shoulders forward today. So you're rounding that upper back. Really pull them forward. Now let your head fall, let it be heavy, and pull them back. Keep the head down. Okay. So as you come forward, I want you to feel the upper back kind of curling. And as you slide those shoulders back, I want your neck popping out like a turtle. And I think of my tortoise all the time when I do this. Pop the head out. And pull them back. And bring those shoulders neutral, let them fall down and come up with your head. Stop. Okay, we're going to go for some side bending. So let's pick up our weight. And hopefully these will add a little bit of weight to draw the shoulders down. Okay, so that wider stance, we're going to go over to one side. So remembering the line of your side line from the ankle, shoulder to the ear, try to keep that. So no curling forward as you drop and curl toward one side. Let that hand drag down the side of that thigh. Let the other one be heavy. Press into that hand that's on the thigh as you come up, and we'll go the other way. Inhale. You're not moving the hips. So if you need that wider stance to feel more safe, curl over. So we're alternating, and just a little push into the outside of the thigh as you come up. And inhale as you curl over. And exhale, a little press. Go one more time. Should feel good. Hopefully. And come up, and you're getting a little looser. Hopefully, last one on the opposite side. And curl yourself up. We're going to go rotation. So I want you to bring your hands palms down. I want you to have a really wider second position stance. Okay. So toes are a little tiny bit external, but you feel all those toes put pressure into the outer little pinky toe. And let's rotate to the right. So as you rotate right, keep those arms wide, come back through center, and let's inhale as we rotate opposite, and exhale. So I want you to feel as you rotate to the right, you almost have to press that right hip forward so that it doesn't move back with you. So good job. Keep the hips pressing forward as you rotate. Try to keep your shoulders down. The weight is making this a little work, which I like. And that's what we're trying to do today. So we elevated the difficulty. One more time to that opposite side and come back through center. We're going down into that Spider-Man fun thing that I like. So you're going to go wide with the hands. We're going to keep the weights. We'll push them kind of to the floor. So I want you to roll down. Let those weights draw the shoulders down and be heavy. Let your chin tuck to the chest. Start to dive down in between the legs, right? Keeping the hips stable. And then nice and slow, look up to the belly. Pull the belly in and round and curl yourself up. Good. And chin to chest. Roll it down. And chin to chest, look to the belly, pull it up, suck it up like you're rounding around the top of a beach ball. And pause. We're going to go down, we'll stay down. So chin to chest, heavy head. It leads the way. As you come down, we're going to place our hands down with the weight on the floor. We're going to bend into our knees. So now you can walk those feet out even farther. We're going into that kind of sumo style. We're going to shift over to one side. Try to get that opposite leg straight and then shift over to the other side. So you're just swaying side to side, trying to get that like inner thigh stretch as you shift. And inhale through center, and we'll go one more time each side, and then we'll add that fun little thing. Okay, leaning hinged over to one side, we're going to pivot around into what's called this Eve's lunge. We do it on the reformer anyway. So I'm shifted over toward my left knee is in front, my right foot is behind me. I'm going to press that hip down, take my left outer hand up to my knee, and sink down a little deeper, and you can even open up that left knee. So the knee that's forward, hand is on the knee, and then open it up. Good job. Yep. And then bring it back, hands go inside. We're going to walk ourselves back to center, and we'll shift the other way. And sink that hip down. Take that outer hand, the knee that's in front, bring it up to that knee. You'll feel a deeper stretch. And then open that knee out to the side if you feel like you want to do that. Okay, big, deep stretch. Belly is tight. Come back, walk yourself back to center. We're going to stay in this kind of sumo position, sumo wrestler. We're going to bring our hands up to our knees. Okay, so like I'm punching into my knees. I love that. Shift sideways. So you can see me. Okay. So you're going to tuck and round and pull the tailbone in toward the forehead. And then lengthen that spine. Send the tailbone out. So cat-cowing kind of. Curl, curl, curl. And inhale. Lift that chin. Tailbone pokes out behind you. And curl. We got 2. And last one. And up. And then let's tuck ourselves as we start to roll up, straighten the legs, hands will stay long beside you, and come on up for some balance. Okay, so I'm already warm and I didn't turn on the air again. What's wrong with me? Okay, good. So we're going to do balance. I'm doing it on the mat today, so I want to challenge myself. So we're going to start with kind of a wider stance. Arms are long beside you, and I just want you to bend into the knees and straighten. So when we bend, not about so much work, so don't worry about how deep you bend. As you bend, just want you to move in that knee joint, the ankle joints, that's what we're doing here. And we're going to add a shift to the side. See, I just got one crack out of my ankle. All right, so we're going to bend down, put weight into the right foot as you lift over to the right, but you can keep that foot down, bend, and shift. We'll start adding that leg lift as soon as you get the kind of choreography. So we're trying to stay shoulders down. So as you shift to one side, that shoulder is right over the top of that ankle. And now we're going to add the leg lift as soon as we go back to our starting side. Lift with a flex, bend, opposite. So as you lift, leg is heavy, work that glute, work that side meat. And arms are long. Belly is tight. We're gonna hold it. We got one more set. Over to the left. We'll land on our right, hold it here. You need to balance, reorganize, little bend in the standing leg. Arms are long. We're gonna take that hand that's on top of that thigh of the left leg, flex that foot, lift the leg up, hold. Make sure you feel all your toes, your belly is tight. We're gonna kind of lean over toward that standing leg and set it down. We're going the other way. So just go slow, organize, flex the foot, hold the belly tight, and shift. We'll go 2 more. It's called star when we get to the final end of this. Hold, 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 hold. And we're going to the starting side. Hold it here, hold. We're gonna tip over toward the standing leg. Little bend, belly is tight, shoulders are down, your ear is in line with your shoulder, shoulder in line with the ankle. Hold it. We're gonna bring our arms up. Ooh, weight changes this. Now you're gonna pulse that leg up. Belly is tight. This is hard. 5, and this is my good leg. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Bend, arms come down, shift to the other side and start to organize. So line yourself up, belly is tight. You're gonna lift that leg up. Gonna start to tip over toward the standing leg, kind of a little hinge to the side. We're gonna open up those arms to that big star. And now you're gonna pulse that leg up. I'm doing it. Oh, 8. We're doing 8, so there's 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down and take a break. You should feel warm right here. Okay, so we've done all of our stuff. We're coming down to the mat. We've done our balance, so I want you to roll down, take your weights with you. All right, take your inhale. We're going to take one foot behind us. Let's see. Monday I did my right foot back. I'm doing my left foot. How did I remember? Because I have a bad toe. Okay, my bad toe was behind on Monday. That's the only reason I know. And I always tend to go with my right foot as my stabilizing foot. All right, so we're down on the floor. We're going to set up for our hundreds in a different way, and then we'll go back to our plank. Okay, so you're just going to roll down. So while you're here, think of your back up against the wall. Okay, so you're flat up against the wall, your belly is tight. Take the inhale, tuck the chin, pull the belly back, keep the shoulders down, roll yourself down. Weights are going to make this not as challenging. Different challenging. Arms up to the ceiling, take your inhale. Chin to chest. Reach for the toes. So you have a lever with those weights. It makes it easier. Yay. Yeah. Looking good, curl. I know you guys at home are looking good too. And roll it up, and I'm rolling myself right off my mat. I know. We're going to forward fold, drop the head. We're trying to loosen up that spine. Okay, side curling, curling back and forth, parallel and lateral. Roll yourself up. We're going down all the way to the floor. So curl down. We'll stay down. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to adjust, reorganize. I'm going to bring my legs up to a tabletop. Okay, we're going to start with our chest down for this work. Okay, so from here, from this tabletop, remember, belly is as tight as it can be. Hips are still. We're going to extend the legs long. They can hover low or high and bend in. So today, as you're doing this, press down into those weights with the hands. Make sure you open up your shoulders, and let's exhale as we extend. Inhale back. We got 3 more. So sets of 6. And here's 5. And here's 6. You're going to hold it there. So take your inhale, press down into the floor. As you exhale, lower, lower, pull the belly tight. Keep those ribs pulling together. Inhale up. Exhale is holding your belly tight. That exhale. Inhale. And if you need that break, take your break. Here's 2. Pushing down into the floor. Last one. Pause here. We're going to lower down halfway. Cross one ankle over the top of the other. Bend it into tabletop. You're going to exhale, extend, switch the cross, bend back to tabletop. Press it out, switch, bend. You're pushing down into the weights and you're trying to open up. I just messed up. And 2. Good job. And 1, crisscross, come in and pause right here. We're going to scissor. So bring the legs to a tabletop, extend the legs up, lower one leg down. Okay, so long, long legs pushing into your floor. Switch on the inhale. Exhale as the leg comes up. Here's 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And legs up, bend to tabletop, step the feet down. I know you did that so good. You guys are pros. Okay, so we're going to roll over. So step your weight aside. We're going to roll over into our side position and then onto our knees, okay? Not staying on the knees, just that starting prep for our plank, okay? So no weights for this. Set them aside. Keep them handy. Starfish the hands. If you need to come to the forearms, do that. You won't be able to do some of the sets of push-ups when we get there, but you'll do something different. Okay, belly is tight, shoulders are down, back and spine is long. Send one foot out, send the other foot out, and hold. Okay. And who wants to count? Boy, it was windy last night. I have trash all over my backyard. So crazy. Oh boy, I just, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, hold it. I'm stalling. Think of a story in your head. Now you're going to press up into that big pyramid shape. So push down to lift the pelvis high. Hold the belly tight. Push your heels to the floor. Send the tailbone up to the ceiling. Reach and push into the floor. And lift those heels up. Roll through the spine to your plank. It looks really pretty when you see it. You don't believe how much your spine looks like a wave. Tuck the chin, push down into the floor, roll it back. Heels come down, push, push, push. Send the heels to the floor, tuck the tailbone, roll up, high heels, shift forward. We got one more like that. Chin tucks, round through the spine all the way to the tailbone. And here's your last one, tailbone tucks, round, come down, knees down, sit back to your child's pose, press it back. Okay. Okay, very good. All right. Let's round ourselves up. We're going to come back onto that side hip. We're going to come back down to our floor. And we're going to do our second set of hundreds. You didn't know, but they're hundreds with your legs instead of your arms. So roll it down, but this time we're going to add a chest lift. And I don't want you to take the weights because that's too much push onto the neck. So just keep them handy. Bring your knees in, feet comfortable on the floor. Hands are going to sweep open to a T. We're just going to stretch real quick. So bring the arms up to the ceiling, pull the belly tight, open, reach, reach, reach through those fingers and widen up that chest. Reach those hands apart and exhale, close. And inhale, open. And one more, exhale, close. It's a stretch, not work. Arms are open. There's a purpose for this stretch. So as your arms are open and you're reaching through those fingers, your belly is tight. I want you to feel those shoulders open on the mat. Bring the hands up behind the head. Support your head. Bring one leg to tabletop. Bring the other to tabletop. They can come together or in line with your hips. I'm going to bring mine together. Curl yourself up and you're going to stay up. Okay? So now we're going double leg extension for 6. As you extend out, I want you to feel that breath make that belly tighten. So you're expelling all the air from those lungs. You got one more. Hold it here. Bring the legs up. Don't worry about how high they come. Don't lift that tailbone. Lower it down. And it's a controlled with the belly lift. And inhale down. Let's exhale to bring them up. And inhale down, and we got 2. Inhale down, and 1. And inhale down halfway. Cross ankle over ankle, bend into tabletop. So you're staying With a lifted chest, however, as we extend, you can always lower down. Extend, crisscross the other way, bend it. Extend, crisscross, bend. Extend, crisscross, bend. Extend, here it is, last one. Bring it in, roll it down, feet to the floor. So whenever you lift your chest or your head, chin to chest, you never come up past those shoulder blades. Okay, so let's bring our knees together. Hands are going to go wide. Open up those shoulders, dip the knees to one side. And then bring them back. Use that belly, tighten that belly up. And inhale. And as you exhale, pull the belly tight to draw those knees back. Let's go one more time. Now we're going to add that reach. So drop your knees, stack your feet, let those knees settle, feel heavy. The arm that is away from the side the knees are bent to, so my knees are to the right, my left arm is sweeping up, dragging on the floor if it feels okay with the head turned. As we start to lower the arm back to the T, we're going to bring our head and our knees back to our center, and we're going to go the other way. Arm slides up only as far as it feels good for the shoulder. Feel those shoulders wide, settle those knees, let the head turn, little push into the head, feels good. And arm slides back down to the T, knees come back to center. We've got obliques to do. Okay, no weights for this because I don't want any necky problems. So legs to tabletop, palms are up on the floor, sweep the arms up, support underneath the head, okay? So from here, we're going to bring our right leg out, straight out, left knee is up, chin to chest, rotate toward that left knee. This is your setup. Now inhale through center and go the other way. And inhale through center and go the other way. And we're going to go for 3. And you can speed it up. And 2. And 1. Now come back to the start and pause here. Extend both legs long. As you scissor, you'll switch sides. And inhale through center. And don't swing, make it slow. Match that slow breath. And last set. Come back to your center, knees to tabletop, roll it down, set the feet down. Yay. All right, let's bridge. And then we got our next series of our plank with push-ups. Yikes. I felt my arms, by the way, which is a good thing, boy. I neglect that sometimes. So arms are beside you, palms are down. I want you to hang on to your weights because we're going to use them here. So neutral spine to start. We're going to imprint. Shoulders are open. On an exhale, pull the belly down. Let the tailbone tip up. Ribs are pulling together. Then release. We'll go for 3. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, release. Here's 2. Feel the hips rocking back and forth. Last one. And release. We're going right up into our bridge. So make sure your heels are lined up with the sitting bones. On an exhale, imprint first. Roll up. Try to keep the knees in line with those ankles. Shoulders are open. Hold it here. We're going to slowly bring the arms up to the ceiling. And then nice and slow, roll it down. Belly is sucking in. Arms come down beside you. Roll it up, exhale. Reach through those knees and squeeze those buns. And arms come up. Only up to the ceiling. And roll it down. We're going to add on. Arms come down. Ready? Roll up. Nice and slow. Squeeze into those glutes. Bring the arms up. Now nice and slow overhead, but hovering. Okay? So as we press our arms up, we will lower our pelvis down. So arms come up, pelvis lowers. Exhale, arms go overhead, pelvis comes high. Curl it, or not curl, drop the pelvis. So as the pelvis drops, arms come up. As the pelvis lifts, arms go overhead. And we're going to exhale up. So this is just a hinge. Inhale. And exhale as you push down to lift. Here's 2. And 1. Squeeze and hold. Lower those arms to the floor above the head. Roll down. Reach through those knees as you roll down, one bone at a time. And then use those weights to feel heavy as you bring the arms up and then down alongside you. All right, here we go. We're going to sweep the arms out to the side. Palms are going to rotate up. So we're going to bring them out, maybe a little wider than the hips or your mat, but not all the way to the T. Open up those shoulders. Press the pelvis up in one piece. Bring one leg up to tabletop. Bring the opposite arm up to the ceiling. Extend that leg that's in tabletop. Now adjust the hips. Push down into your left foot as the right leg lowers down with a flex, the left arm going up above the head. Point and pull them together. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale, press up. Inhale with that big flex, try to keep your hips still. And we're going to go here. Pause. You're going to roll yourself down. Bend that knee to tabletop, set it to the floor, open the arm, we'll go on the other side. So push down to lift the pelvis up, organize, squeeze, and you're going for left hip now. Don't let it drop, okay? So arms are wide, knee to tabletop, extend the leg, bring the arm up. So palm is rotated in. As you flex and lower that leg, arm comes up overhead, and then point, draw the arm and leg together. Inhale, point. Inhale, trying to keep the hips still. Flex, big flex down. And 3, push down into that stabilizing foot. And 2, keep your belly tight and that hip high. And last one, hold it up. Roll it down. Leg to tabletop, put the foot down, open the foot to the side. Yay. Okay, we're going to a wider, fun second position. So heels are maybe at the edge of your mat, toes might be hanging off. You're going to push down into the heels, lift the toes. Take your inhale. As we lift the pelvis, we're going to bring the arms together up to the ceiling. So it's a push down to lift up. Keep your shoulders down. Inhale, open, but hover those arms. Exhale, push. Inhale, open, lower. Push. So maybe a tap to the floor or right above the floor. But I want you to go high with that pelvis. And I want you to pull that belly tight. And here's 5. Push down. 4, 3, 2. And you're going to hold it on this last one. Of course you are. And pause right here. You're going to flare the knees open. Bring them back to center and we'll move fast. 10, 9, 8. Don't cheat. Squeeze those glutes. 5, 4. Shoulders are down. 3, 2, 1. Hold the knees open. Pulse the pelvis up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze. 2, 1. Keep it high. Hold, hold, hold. Lower it down. Yay. Arms are open. Let the weight come down to the side. Pull the knees into the chest. And curl, curl, curl. How do you feel? Okay. All right, good. All right. So I love this. I call this the reverse quadruped. I don't know why, but it just reminds me of the opposite of a cat-cow. So extend the legs long, arms up to the ceiling. Let's grab our weights for this. Okay, because I love it because it really helps people roll up, and I want you to feel successful. So pull your arms, shoulders down, take your inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Every bone lifts up off that floor one at a time. Reach forward. Yay, yay. And reach, 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 reach over those toes. Drag the weight back with you as you curl yourself up. Let's go forward one more time. Reach, reach, reach. And nice and slow belly suck in. Roll it up. We're going to bring those weights down to our side. Let them stay right next to you. Remember this one? Okay, we're going down to our forearms to start. So the biggest deal with this thing is, this work is, don't start to slump down into your shoulders, okay? So you want to push into those elbows, keep them wide, fists are pointed forward towards you or towards your feet. Take your inhale, keep the chin tucked to the chest, press the pelvis and squeeze. And inhale, tap it down, and exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, Shoulders are open. You can look up to the ceiling, but don't lift the chin. You should feel your hamstrings. Push down to lift. Here's 2 and 1, and tap it down. Press yourself up, down, or up to the hands now. We're gonna add push-ups. Yay, reverse push-ups. Okay, so your elbows are trying to point out behind you, but if it doesn't feel good, rotate internally. We're gonna start with the pelvic lift. So press up, chin is tucked to the chest, tap it down, push down to lift. Don't let the head fall back. So keep looking to the knees as you lower and lift, and don't cheat, really squeeze it up and hold it up here. Tap down and pause. We're gonna bend the elbows and add that to our pelvic lift. Okay, so your elbows are bent, push down, lift, straighten the arms. Bend the elbows, push down, lift. You can look to the ceiling if you want, but don't let that chin lift. You'll have a neck ache. 4, 3, doesn't have to be a big elbow bend, and 2, and 1, yay, and set it down, extend the legs and forward fold. You should feel triceps a little bit, maybe they're warm. Oh, pull your toes back toward the shin and let your head fall. And rebuild the spine and straighten it out. Okay, so we're going to finish up with that plank push-up series. So you do not have to do your push-ups, or you do not have to come to the hands. You can always go here, and when we get to our push-ups, you would do a slide instead of push-ups. Okay? Otherwise, it's push-ups for you. All right, so belly is tight. Wrists are under those shoulders. Pull the shoulders down, lengthen the neck, send one foot out behind you, send the other, and hold. All right, we're going to do 3 sets of everything. Okay, so your belly is tight. Elbows do not have to bend deep. Inhale as you bend. Exhale, press from the earth. Inhale, push up. Inhale, push up, pause. Get into that pyramid shape. Push back, heels to the floor. Remember this one? Be careful. Bend the elbows. You can tap them to the floor or not. Press up. Inhale down, push away. Inhale, there it is. Roll through the spine. Come back into your plank. Internally rotate the fingers. We're going for 3. Inhale, press. Inhale, press. As you bend, lengthen the neck, press. Straighten out the hands, push back to your pike. We're going for 3 push-ups. Inhale, elbows drop. Inhale, expel all the air. Last one. Tuck the tailbone, roll through the spine. Okay, can we do one more? Just one more set. Fingertips forward. We're going to do a little static hold after 3. So inhale down, push away. Inhale down, push away. On the last one, hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Go into that big pike. You're going to go for 3. Inhale. Keep the belly tight. Inhale. Last one, hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Curl through the spine. Drop the knees. Sit back to your chest. Oh, fun. What a weight. You good?
Uh-huh.
All right, knees are open. We're going to come up to our knees real quick, and let's just do a series with our weights. Okay, so we are going to be on our knees. Single knee quadruped. I didn't do this on Monday. I want to add it today, okay? Because we have the weights, and this is kind of tricky. You have to feel like you know that if that weight falls out, it's not going to hit anything, and you will be fine. I promise. Now, if you don't want to be on the hands, you can always come to your forearms, totally fine. However, weight may have an angle then and fall toward a leg. Okay, not laughing at you. Okay, squeeze into that weight. It's right behind the knee. We're going to lift the leg up with a flex. So this is a trick, and of course my pants are the slipperiest pants I could wear. Okay, so as we lift that knee, we're pressing that hip down. We're flexing and squeezing into that weight. If you are hugging that weight and not forgetting, you are feeling your butt. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Pulse it up. Pulse. We won't do the squeeze. Try not to let the back or the hips swing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes in line. We're going to open for that fire hydrant. Open and close. Open. Try not to let that hip. So I'm going right side. My right hip is not opening. My belly is tight. My neck is long. And 3. Keep squeezing. 2 and 1 and hold it. Circle. Circle. 3, 2, 1 and reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the knee down. Take the weight out. Hopefully it's not hurting anyone. And sit back. Oh, okay. Oh, child's and roll it up. Roll it up. Light in the hands. Come back up. We'll switch sides and then turn around. So you're gonna see my butt. Sorry. All of you audience behind me. Okay. Back into position. Remember, the hips are trying to stay square with the floor. This is my weird bad hip. All right. So pushing into the floor, lifting and hovering that knee. You're going to press up and bring it down. So what you're really trying to go for here is length in the spine. Long as you can think you can make it. So it's more visual than, or a thought, I should say, more than you could see it. And belly is tight. And you're hugging that weight. And you're exhaling as you lift. Don't swing. Squeeze it up. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Pull your belly in and press up. Up. Squeeze into that weight. Don't let the hips swing. Try to stay still. Belly is tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee lines up with the other, but it's still hovering. Open it to the side. Inhale, close. So as you open, try to press that hip down. So you get that side work, the side of the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, circle for 5, little circles with the knee. So saucers, saucer players. 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, belly is tight. 2, 1, and lower that knee down. Take the weight out. Yay, sit back to chest. Oh my goodness. All right. I love our hot Pilates in here, by the way. In the long sleeve shirt. All right. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Roll through the spine. Pause in your quadruped. Let's sit back down to our mat. Flip around. We will extend our legs. So we're going to do that nice figure 4 stretch. Okay. So legs are long. Cross ankle over the top of the knee. Okay. Just go slow and find where it's comfortable. My bony ankle on top of my leg. I have to move it. Flex the foot. A little press down into that knee. Hand on top of the knee as you draw that foot up. So you're trying almost to get your shin parallel as you sit up nice and tall. Start here. Now, curl or start, not round, flat back forward, tailbone out behind you, shoulders pulling out of the ears. And when you get to find that stretch that works for you, curl. And then nice and slow, rebuild the spine, find your sitting bones, come up nice and tall. We're going to cross that leg, stay with that leg over the top of the other leg. We're going into a rotation, twist. So left hand on right knee, bring that arm out, right arm out to the side behind you. Fingertips can press down to the floor. The trick to get to that glute with this rotation stretch is to pull that knee across your center line as you push the sitting bones down to the floor with that hand behind you. All these little tweaks. And then come back center. We'll switch sides. Cracking. It's feeling good. I was really start of the week super tight. All right, so knee is open, shin is trying to get parallel with that mat or that floor. So I'm lifting up my foot and I'm pressing my knee down. And I'm sitting up tall. And I'm going to do that little push down. And if this feels good, stay here. And then I'm going to hinge forward if you want the extra credit stretch. If it feels okay. So you're long in your spine to start. Shoulders are down. Sitting bones are tipped back behind you. And you're going to curl and round over the leg. And just let that spine release. Okay, nice and tight with the belly. And then bring yourself back up. Stack the spine. Let that foot that's crossed over come down across the top of that knee. Pull the knee in as far as you feel good. You guys are so flexy here. I know it's like, whoop. Okay. Show off. Taking the right hand to the left knee, left arm out behind you, sweep it out behind you. And then I'm going to use my forearm, kind of elbow area inside to draw the knee across my center as I rotate, sit up tall, push the sitting bones down, press into the fingertips that are on the floor, draw the knee closer. Nice and slow. And come back to center. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, ready? Can we do one more thing on our butt? We're going to go side. You're going to take one weight in one hand, and I'm going to come down. We did this on our forearm. On Monday, I'm not going to do it on my forearm. I'm going to lay down, okay? Because I want to use this weight today to help assist with the weight again. So we're always telling you, feel heavy in this leg. This weight will help. All right.
Yeah.
So get yourself nice and comfy. Now, when you're seated or when you're on your side, where is this knee that's on top? Okay, this is so funny. Slide it forward. It lifts up that waistline. Now you're stacked in your hips. So your knees are your trick. Take your hands in the weight, palm down, extend the top leg. Try to keep this waistline lifted, okay? And we're going to just hover that arm. Pull the shoulder out of the ear. Let your head rest in line, right? Straight line. Lift. Try to tap the thigh to the weight, okay? Just a tap to start. Keep your belly tight. Don't let your hips shift, okay? Exhale, lift. Okay, now we're going to press against the leg. Press and lower. Press and lower. And if you don't like it, don't do it, but I like it. So weight is pushing to the leg. We're going to go for 3 and 2 and 1 and lower that leg down. I want you to have a little push into the leg. We're going to circle with a flex. So press it down as you circle. Ooh, it feels so bad, but good. 2 and 1 and reverse for 5. Belly is tight. 3, 2, 1. You're not done. You're going to bend that knee in. Now the arm is still hovering. Bring it down in front with a point. Let's press it out behind. So as you press the leg behind, push that top hip forward. You're just hovering that arm. So you're getting a little work. Point forward, extend, flex. Inhale down, exhale up. End. 3, 2, and 1. Flex and lower it down. We'll flip sides. You guys, that was a lot. We will feel our buns. All right, some part of your, I know, some part of your backside. But you know what? I do have to remind you guys, even if you don't feel sore after a class, it's just because you're strong. So you're keeping yourself strong, but we do try to get a little work into each part of our body with every week. Okay, so knees are bent. Remember my trick, okay? So my top knee is kind of pulled back. I'm going to slide it forward so it's in line with my bottom. Lifts up my sideline. Arm is extended and hovering to start. Extend that long top leg. Flex the foot. Keep those toes forward. Don't let that knee go up to the ceiling. Lift and lower. So wherever your arm is, I want it kind of more straight out from the shoulder. I don't want it up to the ceiling. We're not trying to lift our leg high to our arm. We're trying to keep our arm kind of low so that we're just tapping. We're going to add a push. Push into that hand as you lift the leg. Press down into that leg. 5 and 4 and 3 Belly is tight, 2, 1, hold it up. We're gonna circle for 5 with a flex, toes are forward. 3, 2, I added 1, and reverse for 5. Keep the belly tight. 3, 2, 1, arm hovers, bend the knee, tap in front with a point, flex, kick it back. Inhale down, press that hip forward as that leg extends back, go that extra inch behind you, and that top arm hover, top arm hovering. Point in, flex down, 3, 2, and 1. Yay, and lower the leg down. I told you a little more work today, and then tomorrow is stretchy day. Okay, so your bottom knee is bent. Let's stay on this side. It'll be a little more intense, but we're gonna do it. Take that foot in front of that knee that's on the floor. Hand is nice and comfy. Head is resting on that bottom arm that's bent beneath you. You're trying to relax everything now. Let yourself settle in, and then draw the heel toward the body. So the knee that's on the bottom, if you want deeper, you pull it closer towards you or send it away. Just keep that heel in front of that thigh, okay? Now, from here, top hand to the knee, open it up, try to relax, intense. And now settle the hips back as you press the knee away, push the hip, the tailbone out behind you. Ooh. Ooh. And then release. We're gonna flip around, do the other side. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I feel it. All right. Okay, so your knees are bent and you're comfy. Your ribs are even down. No big deal here. Bring that heel that's on top, leg on top. Bring the heel in towards your body as much as you feel comfortable. And if you want to wiggle and slide that knee closer, bottom knee closer to the body, do that. And then open up the knee. Top knee with the hand. Don't press hard, just that little kind of pressure. And then if you want extra, you settle the hips, kind of send the hips out behind you, pelt or tailbone behind you as you open that knee. It feels good on the side you started on. When you work the side and stretch it, oh, it's a little intense. And then nice and slow, release that. We're going to come onto our backs. We're not rolling up with weights. Okay, we're going to do it the harder way. So weights make it so much easier. Okay, so extend those legs long. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Make sure your shoulder blades are wide on that mat beneath you. Start to roll up. So hands start to drop. Chin comes to the chest. Belly, belly, belly. Right and forward. Hold the toes towards you. If you feel like this feels good, drop a little deeper towards the knee. And then rebuild, come up. And we're going to sit into that little butterfly kind of position. So heels can always, or feet can always go together for this, or you can bring one in front of the other and then switch at some point. Okay. So we're going to go into that little butterfly stretch. So I wrap my hands around my feet, my toes. The closer in the heels are toward the pelvis is going to make it more intense. All right. And then press the knees to the floor. Lengthen the spine. So I'm pulling on my feet as I'm pushing away. I love the opposition. There's so much of it. All right, so you've got that nice straight spine. Now you're going to release the pull on the legs. Let the spine curl. Try to keep the shoulders over your hips. We're going for big flexibility in our spine. And then round up. And if you crossed your legs, you guys didn't, we're going to do that again. All right, so press the knees. So if you cross one leg in front of the other, you want to switch now. Push those knees to the floor. Try to open up the hips. This is huge hip flexor, huge like external. Now release that pull on the feet. Let yourself curl. Let that spine release. We're trying to keep shoulders over the hips, so no leaning forward yet. We're going to do that next. So now we're going to take our hands to the floor. You're going to curl forward, okay? That's it, nothing crazy here. Reach those arms, walk them out, maybe curl a little deeper, push those feet together. Feels so good, maybe. And then walk your hands back, roll it up. And we are done. You guys got what?